Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about episode 6 of Star Wars The Bad Batch, the episode entitled Decommissioned. And before going any further, I need to mention that there will be spoilers in this review, so if you haven't watched this episode, then you probably shouldn't be watching this video unless you really want to be spoiled. With that out of the way, let's get on with the review. We pick up the story at Cid's bar on Ord Mantell, where we find Echo doing a little training session with Omega, trying to improve her skills using the bow weapon she picked up in episode 5. This bit of training is interrupted, though, as Cid enters the scene and informs the Batch that she has a new job for them. For this particular mission, they need to break into a facility on Corellia and steal a tactical droid before it is decommissioned, along with all the other droids that are being eliminated there. Tactical droids contain valuable information, we find out, so there is profit involved in obtaining one. So they accept the assignment, and it's off to Corellia. They use an old trick of attaching their ship to the underside of another vessel, which gets them through the security system. Once inside, they detach and land near the decommissioning facility. Sneaking in proves to be more challenging than expected, though, because of a large number of police droids patrolling the facility. But they manage to evade them and climb up the side of the building to an entrance. Once inside, they split up and subdue the workers running the facility. Omega spots the droid they are looking for, but immediately the droid's head is picked up by someone and they run off. Omega really wants to pursue, but she is stopped by the partner of the person who stole the head. It's then revealed that this duo of thieves is Rafa and Trace, two characters we have previously seen in Season 7 of Clone Wars. So this throws a major complication into the mix for accomplishing their mission. Omega pulls out her bow and points it at Rafa, while Trace runs right into the hands of Hunter, Tech, and Echo. As Omega eases off her weapon a little bit, Rafa lunges forward and they get into a struggle. The bow discharges a bolt which hits the side of the building. This alerts the remaining workers, who respond by locking down the facility. Police droids then enter and a firefight breaks out. In the chaos, Trace runs off with the droid head, and it then becomes a game of fumbling the ball as Rafa, Omega, and Trace all attempt to keep possession of the head. Echo shorts out the system in order to override the lockdown, and then the task falls to Wrecker to get to a control panel to reboot the system. When he swings across to reach the panel where he pulls the switch, he bumps his head again, sending him into a painful collapse, and we hear in his head the words saying, "Good soldiers follow orders." So it's clear at this point that his inhibitor chip is trying to activate. This is a tough scene to watch, as we all feel for his suffering. Omega then gets trapped under a fallen battle droid on the conveyor belt, and Trace picks up the tactical droid's head and runs away. Omega's situation becomes more and more desperate as the conveyor belt dumps her into the melting pit. Thankfully, Trace comes to her rescue, and as Hunter shows up, they pull her to safety. Hunter then concludes that they need to work together in order to get out of this mess, as more police droids continue to fire on them. Trace and Tech come up with a plan to create a diversion using the tactical droid in order to order the battle droids into action. It works, and the battle droids proceed to target the police droids. This allows the Batch and the two sisters to escape. On the way out, Omega retrieves her bow and successfully uses it to aid in their exit from the facility. The tactical droid's head is lost, but Tech copied the intel onto a data rod. As they escape in the sister's ship, Trace reveals to Hunter that they were after the tactical droid in order to give it to people who are fighting against the newly formed Empire. And as Trace and Rafa drop off the clones at their ship and part ways, Hunter decides to give the data rod to them because they will, quote, use it for the right reasons. The episode ends on board the sister's ship as they communicate with someone via hologram that they were successful in their mission, and they were helped by a group of rogue clones. At this point, we don't know who they contacted or what that might mean for the Batch. Overall, I really enjoyed this episode. Kind of interesting to see Rafa and Trace again. I really wasn't expecting that at all, but it's intriguing to see that perhaps they're involved in helping the people who will eventually form the rebellion. Their presence in this show also suggests that we might see Ahsoka Tano make an appearance in this series, since she was friends with the sisters. The stuff with Wrecker in this episode is pretty heartbreaking, since it seems inevitable that he's heading into deep trouble with his inhibitor chip activating. Considering that he is kind of an unstoppable force, It could spell a lot of trouble for the rest of the group. We'll just have to wait and see how this plays out. That's pretty much all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more reviews of Bad Batch episodes, you should think about subscribing, because I will be covering all the episodes of this series going forward. So until the next video, I hope you're having a great day, and may the Force be with you. Thanks for watching.